the pyramid of influence you mentioned, I think, is interesting because people come in and see the new product that's on tour, right? And a guy wins with this putter or this driver or the mini driver. I know mini driver for you guys has been, we mentioned hot topic buttons with shaft. Mini driver for you guys has been an interesting one, right? What have you seen with what people think mini driver is and what mini driver actually is?
I've had people definitely come in and ask about it. It's been something that's been done before, so it's not something new. Companies have done it. I mean, there's definitely some success rate, especially with the guys that, they're coming in and, the typical is, I feel like I hit my 3-wood just as far as my driver, right? And usually that's leading to a pretty steep angle of attack. They might be cutting across it. So, you put a mini driver in your hand and it's like, okay, it's a little shorter, a little closer to 3-wood, a little bigger head size. And maybe they don't hit it like their best shot is going to go like that much further, but they're finding a lot more fairways too.
Right.
I think that's the big thing is like, usually they're coming in, obviously they want to hit further, but I'm all over the place. So what can I do to kind of shrink the circle?
Yeah. I know you've got some thoughts on the mini driver, so I'm just going to let you loose. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what Ryan said. I think so many people think it's like a big fairway wood, but they call it mini driver for a reason. Like it's a small tee shot golf club. And I think if you approach it like that and gap it in your bag correctly, for the guy that plays like the goofy golf course or, even the player that just struggles with driver, I think it can be a really, really good tool. But if you're trying to replace 3-wood with it, unless you got tour level club head speed, it's going to be a problem because it's not going to get airborne. It's going to just be a big struggle off the ground. So take advantage of the shorter shaft, slightly bigger head than a 3-wood, use it for that tee shot, and then carry something else to hit that second shot on a par 5.
Yeah, I think it's a driver replacement.
Yeah.
I think coming, maybe if a guy can drop something else in his bag and it's like he's got a driver and a mini driver, usually I don't see the point of that. Again, maybe a little bit of tour guys, it's, the course that they're playing, they have a particular hole. But if someone's coming in for a mini, I think you got to look at it like, this is my tee club. This is, if I'm trying to use this is where I'm using it at.
I actually had a friend come in too and said, I've seen mini drivers. I'm struggling off the tee. I want to come in and try one. And he tried it. And I was like, you're losing so much distance with this thing that I don't know that it's even a good idea for you. It was going straighter for him, a little bit straighter, but I was like, I think you'd be better off getting a lesson.
Well, yeah, sometimes It's not for everybody.
Right.
I would say, you don't see it in a ton of bags, but it's out there, right? It's, think of it like a 2-wood or something like that, yeah, you might get a guy where it's like, you get your 3-wood just as far as this, and it's just a straight. So, I don't think that's the route. Maybe it's more lesson-based stuff. And I don't. This is not to negate the mini driver, right? There's a reason they're making it. People are using it. People like it. It's just, I think the point of this conversation is let's come in and test stuff, and let's 100% look at the actual numbers instead of just going off of feel and what we think. Absolutely.
Like you can only carry 14 golf clubs, right? So like, if you're thinking about putting one in the bag, you got to think about what you're going to take out, right? And if your solution to put a mini in the bag is take a wedge out, it's a horrible decision. You're always going to score closer to the green. But, if you've got an opportunity where like, hey, I don't know why I have this 3 hybrid in my bag. It goes the same distance as my 5-wood. All right, cool. Well, there's an opportunity where we can lose a golf club, put something like a mini in the bag that might bring you some benefit. Like I said, those short holes, tight holes, that kind of thing, weird dog leg holes that you can't hit driver because the architect took it out of your hand kind of thing. But then it gives you an opportunity to put something like that, like another like single use golf club in your bag.
Yeah.